welcome tonight's guest. His guitar has a cup holder for his beer. Country music star and co-founder of Old Glory Bank, John Rich. He could have been a TV star if he wasn't so damn lazy. Host of One Nation on Saturday nights at 8, Brian Kilmeade. His dimples are as deep as his intellect. The Rubin Report host, Dave Rubin. And finally, the state of Florida considers her an invasive species. Fox News contributor, Kat Tipp. All right. Well, thank you for coming. That's it for tonight. No, before we get to some news stories, let's clean out the fridge, shall we?
Greg's Leftovers.
Yeah, it's time once again for Leftovers. It's where I read the jokes we didn't use this week because I thought they might have sucked. Except, as always, this is the first time I'm actually reading these, so here we go. 2 women were arrested in Colombia last week for smuggling cocaine hidden in their hair extensions. It's a stark warning to Joe Biden of the dangers of sniffing women's hair. And a reminder to Hunter Biden to sniff women's hair. Yeah. A new study in the New England Journal of Medicine claims that universal masking may be effective in reducing racism. Well, if that's true, Joy Reid should be forced to wear 6 at a time. This week, a 5.3 magnitude earthquake shook West Texas. Beto O'Rourke was so alarmed, he started yelling in English. He looks so sad. Scientists say male testosterone levels are at a 40-year low, but higher than ever among female swimmers. Yeah. All right. Madonna, you know her, right? Recently posted pictures of herself on social media drinking water out of a doggy bowl. Yeah, that's sexy. When asked why she would do something so gross, she said, "Because I'm tired of drinking out of the toilet." It's a step up. According to a new survey, 9% of Americans remove their shoes and socks when they fly on a commercial aircraft. In other words, terrorism is alive and well. It's disgusting. San Francisco has officially launched a guaranteed income program for members of its transgender community. The city also encouraged bisexuals to apply for twice the benefits. It took me a while, but I get it. Crypto scammer Sam Bankman-Fried's demise is being compared to the fall of Enron and Bernie Madoff. Although some experts say his scam is much worse, considering he never invested in a single haircut. Jeffrey Dahmer's father revealed in an interview what he thinks may have led to his son to becoming a serial killer. He says it could be from smoking, considering cops found all those butts behind his couch. What? That is too far. That is too far. Wow.
They are leftovers.
Yeah, that's why we call them leftovers. Oh my God.
That's my favorite one.
That's your favorite one?
Yeah.
I'm disgusted by you and by everything. Researchers have found that rats have similar rhythm to humans, and like music from Lady Gaga and Queen, although rats hate Lizzo because she never drops any food.
That's good. That's good.
Boy, each one is more offensive than the last one. Next year, Princeton University will start offering courses in BDSM, sexuality, and fetishism. Meanwhile, students majoring in the classics will study the works of Ron Jeremy. Yeah, pretend like you don't know him. Finally, oh, thank God, Two of my favorite words, and finally. CEO Elon Musk says he plans to find someone else to run Twitter. I don't want to tell him how to run his company, but I know someone who's looking for work. Yes. That was a leftovers. Now, as we finish our week here in Florida, I wanted to talk about one of the other biggest things we learned while being here. Brian Kilmeade has a lower back tattoo.
That is not true.
Yep. Look at that. Yeah.
Although it's henna. I'm trying it out first. And then I'll do it. That's the outline.
Amazing.
Right.
The likeness is uncanny.
Right.
I had a pose for that.
That certainly is my back V.
Yes, it is. Well, you shaved.
Right.
But also, Florida is showing the country how to enjoy life. There's low taxes, tons of fun things to do, and I'm not the only one wearing a thong. It's the opposite image of cynical New York. There's high taxes, people assault others for fun, and the only thongs you see are used as tourniquets on the subway. It's something Dave Rubin and tons of other people have figured out in recent years. It sucks over there, so they move here. And Dave looks amazing now for a man in his mid-70s. Yeah.
That's good.
20 grand he drops each week on stem cells is not spent in vain. Meanwhile, the only business booming in California is U-Haul. This week, we saw that it's not just the way Florida is run, it's the people, too. So it's not just a place to retire anymore. It's actually a place to raise a little hell, to have fun, and then guzzle a bottle of Relief Factor right after. Yeah, huh? That stuff really works. And they don't pay me to say that. But they probably will. And the best part about this week was our awesome fans. I want you to check out this moment from Wednesday night's show. Take a look.
And so the Democrats are thrilled. They're going to use Donald Trump and say, it's Trump, it's mega Trump, it's the mega people. And then they think no one will vote for him. But the amazing part of it is, and I just want to say something about Ivanka, because I do know her. She's an incredible mother. Mm-hmm. She really is. I mean, as wealthy and as successful as they are, she's very close to her kids.
I'm under the assumption that they are together.
They are now.
They are now. And we have, by the way, it's funny, but we have no idea where that finger's been. You know, it is Florida. So you don't see that sort of thing on Special Report. It's no wonder Brett Baer hates me. So yes, it's true. I'm actually not looking forward to getting out of here because I know once I leave, I'm gonna feel older. I shouldn't have stayed at the Villages, but but the sex was too good.
Period.
All right.
Hot.
John Rich, you're a Tennessee guy. There's kind of a friendly rivalry between Tennessee and Florida. How do you feel about Florida? Any insights before I leave and before you leave and perhaps we leave together privately?
Like we always do.
Yes.
Yes. Well, you wind up at my house half the time.
Yes, that's true.
When we leave.
Yes.
Man, Florida, it speaks for itself. I mean, you see people coming here from everywhere for a reason. And I would tell you last night at the Patriot Awards, the Floridians in this room were alive and well and rocking, man. It was incredible.
It is, I mean, that was an incredible event. We, the five, gave an award away. But it was a kind of a downer for me because I had not been nominated. And,
for anything?
Nothing, and I think I'm the real hero, Brian.
Right.
So you love Florida almost as much as Florida hates you.
Really? What study are you looking at over there?
This is from the Gallup poll.
Oh, really?
It's called People Who Were Repulsed by Brian Kilmeade from the years 2002 to 2022. It's got 8 authors.
Right.
There's some charts here. Oh, my goodness, yeah. Wow, they really do hate you, Brian.
Right.
Do you want Fox to move us down here?
Well, Trevor. They want to move down here. A lot of things. Number one, it's not all Floridians that came out. I mean, people from around the country have come out for a break and they might not leave. The problem is, if everyone from New York didn't leave, Lee Zeldin would have won.
That's true.
All right? So, I mean, that's the whole thing. Lee Zeldin got 47% of the vote when one out of every 3 people are Republicans, and no one even knew who he was.
Yeah.
And that's how quick. So all of you people that defected, go back quick and have Lee Zeldin demand a recount, and we'll see what we can do.
That's so true. That's why the Democrats. It's kind of an interesting thing. It's my insanity theory. The sane people leave, the insane people stay, so you only re-elect insane people. Right, Dave? Isn't that why you left Los Angeles to come to Florida? Where do you live? You live in Miami.
I live in Miami, and, Greg, normally when we do your show in New York, you have to drug the audience because they're so depressed from living in New York.
Yes.
But watch this. Make some noise for the free state of Florida, people. Look at this. Happy people powered by Florida orange juice and freedom.
Yes,
There you go.
yes. Yeah, I'd like to think of you as the 2022 version of Anita Bryant.
Greg, you realize these people are happy and they just got hit by 2 hurricanes.
I know, they're amazing. And by the way, did you see how fast they rebuilt the roads?
Yes.
It's amazing.
I mean, my
they
God.
They built a bridge.
They built a bridge. I mean, it would take us 5 years in New York to come up with the plans. Cats.
We can't build a DoubleTree.
Yes, we can't build a DoubleTree. That's his contribution to this, Kat. Aren't you glad to see Brian in Miami? It's like you can't get away from him. He's everywhere.
Excuse me, you invited me. I mean, what do you mean get away? I've extended my stay.
Yeah. Anything? Okay.
Yes.
I just realized that I've been here since Wednesday, and I have not been outside yet.
Yeah.
I know. I'm looking forward to that.
Have you been to the casinos?
No, I don't gamble. I did the slots one time when I was 22 years old, and I won $300, and I took it, and I never gambled again.
Wow, that's a good move. Instead, you gamble with your life.
With my life.
Yes,
right.
yes.
Well, I mean, we all do, obviously. Every time we open our mouth, like we are taking a gamble. It could be. I can't believe it's gone on this long.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. And you are near retirement age. Are
You think that joke would be near retirement age?
Wow.
That was unnecessary. But
Really?
No, it was necessary.
Yeah, I thought so.
I deserve it.
See what's happening to you guys? You're New Yorkers, so you're bitching and moaning about nothing.
Yeah. That is so true.
We're in Florida now. You don't have to complain about every little thing. You don't have to.
Yeah, I can't wait to go outside, and
Yeah.
then I'll remember.
I go to the green room before. I'm like, what a wonderful day. Hard Rock Hotel, Fox people, everyone's happy. Greg, I have diarrhea.
Oh, I know. Okay, but
Keep that New York up north. You hear me?
what's worse though, diarrhea or having to hear about his diarrhea nonstop from the moment I woke up?
No,
You're proving my point.
Yeah.
I think we need to move on here.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.